Alright, Goals and Growth gang, it is time to check out another episode of the Whatever podcast. As I said, this is my daily entertainment. This is my reminder that I'm still kind of okay. This is a reminder that there are people like this out there, so you and I are fine. Make sure that you are subscribed to Goals and Growth. If you have not gone and checked out the latest podcast yet, Talking Outside the Box, episode 12, go and check it out. Linked at the top of your screens right now. That dropped this morning. So we talked a little bit about self-respect, how to build self-respect, some of the habits you can implement to build your self-respect. So if you have trouble with confidence or self-respect, that is the perfect episode for you. Other than that, make sure you smash that like button. Very good for the algorithm. And let's take a look. Today's video is titled, "She hooks up with other guys while having a boyfriend." No surprise there. Take us away.
You said, "I really think the feelings of possessiveness that come up in relationships is an interesting topic."
Yes.
For example, I have sex with men for a living, and my boyfriend knows that and is okay with that.
Yes.
He even drops me off at their houses.
Yes.
But when he has sex with other girls, I get jealous and start arguments.
Yes.
Bro, that is one thing I'll never understand. The double standards that exist in today's dating world is absolutely crazy. So you could be a 304, casually sleeping around with other guys, even though you say it's your job. Okay, well done. And you expect your partner to do absolutely nothing, to be an angel. Okay, sounds fair.
I only want him to fuck me.
Yes.
I want to know that I have all the attention at all times.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's wrong or hypocritical. It's how I feel.
Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe you should quit then? I don't know. But,
No.
But okay, well, just a couple clarifying things here. So your boyfriend, he does OF2, correct?
Yeah.
And he shoots scenes with women, correct?
Yeah, he started Onlyfans because I do Onlyfans.
Revenge.
I don't think that's
Well,
revenge.
well,
Sounds like a really healthy relationship.
Like a tit for tat type of situation.
This just
sounds
super
like
healthy, yeah. Frustrating arguments.
I mean,
But I
once
think-
you start going down a path of promiscuity, it's like this relationship is doomed to fail.
But see, I think where the dissonance in our perspectives is that me and my partner know, me and my partner know that sex work is just work.
Sure,
It's
you can
not
say
for
that
the
all you
emotional
want, but you
connection.
obviously
you both said-
you know, I struggle to understand, and it's not only her that'll make that excuse. There's half of the OnlyFans chicks will make that excuse to their partners. It's only my job. It's how I earn money. Yeah, it's how you earn money. But look at your intrinsic worth. If you feel like you have anything like that, look at your intrinsic worth and ask yourself, is giving away my intrinsic worth worth all the money? Because let's be honest, yeah, you can make a shit ton of money. But will people look at you with respect? Will your children look at you with respect one day? No, they won't.
you don't know it's work because you're starting arguments over him doing his work, which should be fine.
Because
Because you want
I'm
all the
human.
attention.
You're what?
Because
I'm human. And I'm going to have...
Exactly, so we're saying... Never mind.
Cook.
No, I wanna hear
You got it,
it.
Ariel.
You're going-
Okay,
Ariel,
so
you got it. You got
human,
it. Let's go.
biologically, monogamy is natural, right? When
don't
you go
agree with
against
that.
your nature, what does that
It's
cause?
ideal.
Problems.
Then why do you
that causes
get
problems.
jealous?
And what does what
Because
do
of my
problems
own
cause? An
insecurity.
unhealthy relationship. And then an unhealthy relationship is what? Barely a relationship.
But what do you mean you don't agree with biological fact?
I mean, I don't agree
I
that
didn't know
monogamy...
that actually. That's the first time I don't know that monogamy was actually natural. I also thought that if you look at the past, if you look at the Stone Age, if you look at ancient times, so to speak, all of the powerful men had more than one wife. And mostly, those wives were loyal to only him. So, I don't know where it's called. I don't know if it's that natural. I don't know. Let me know if you agree, what you think about that particular statement. I'd like to see some proof of that or some arguments for that.
But what do you mean you don't agree with biological fact?
I mean, I don't agree
do
that
you mean?
monogamy is like the biological end-all be-all of the most...
It's not end all be all.
Perfect
Monogamy is natural. Other stuff.
It's
How do you? How do you say it correctly?
Absolutely.
Because there are like tribes where like polyamory is how they survive.
That's because
Polygamy, polyamory.
Yeah.
Polygamy, yeah, that is also natural, but humans have shown to naturally be predisposed to pair bond and to be monogamous.
Interesting.
So, yeah, that's my.
I know where you were going. You were saying that like what is it? No. Like in like.
Get it out.
I just think the way our society is formed and the way that like most of us has grown up, yes, it seems like it would be the social norm, but I think in the history of the universe, I don't think monogamy was like.
History of the universe.
We're not talking about social norm. We're talking about biology. We're talking about
Jupiter?
history.
No, I think she's talking about in
Dating
terms
on
of.
Jupiter?
No, I think she's talking about like.
No, dating before the
like
Big Bang.
caveman times, right? Like you're talking about like the amount of
The Stone Age.
like caveman times, right? Like you're talking about like the amount of like you're talking about like repopulation, correct?
No, there's still like even in like.
So you made the point that some tribes in the world practice polygamy,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, should we really model our society after this?
Good question, sir. Should we actually model our society according to a primitive tribe? The answer obviously is no. There's so many external factors that influence our society. When you compare our society to the Sentinelese, for example, it's day and night. We have access to technology, social media, right, which plays a huge role in our value systems at this moment. We live in a more structured society, a more organized one. And now you want to take the social norms and the values and the workings of a primitive tribe and apply it to a modern society. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. Aye.
Yeah,
Right?
Sure.
Okay, should we really model our society after this?
But look, no, those
Primitive
people
tribe?
in those communities, people still would tend to pair bond with one person.
Yeah, I mean, just because people do it doesn't mean it's ideal.
And most-
I mean,
Well, we're not saying people do it. We're saying it's also natural.
yeah, well, it's unnatural. I would say
It's not.
I would say polygamy is unnatural for humans.
it's
What's
not.
natural
say-
for humans is
No, no,
to
no.
create more children.
Offspring.
yes.
Yeah, and most of those like
Like
tribes
all
that you're
mammals.
referring to have what's the term for where it's closed on the woman's side but open on the man's side?
That's just
know
Double
if there's-
standard.
I don't know.
No. But like most of those tribes, like there is a man that has multiple like wives or women.
That's
that
usually-
because
Or
but
like a
when
harem?
it's- when it's-
Are you talking about the harem?
No, like a one-sided open relationship.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When a
but
man-
that's the purpose. It's legitimately for the purpose of repopulation.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That is natural.
my point is, okay, so yeah, it's natural for a man to desire sex with a lot of partners. But there is my argument, the natural tendency is for society to fall into monogamy
Yeah,
and to
I'm
avoid
agreeing with-
polygamy.
Well, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying even in the communities where polygamy was practiced, people tended to pair bond with one specific person.
Yeah. So, kind of going off of this idea of parabonds. So, in those societies where polygamy was either promoted or mainly practiced, I would say that those societies quickly fell out of the public eye because of not just that practice, but a plethora of other things that came with that. I mean, you just kind of see that there are most civilizations that practice those things. That's usually an indication that the civilization is going to fail. It shows a debased mind. It shows a civilization that is not connected with reality.
Yeah,
and it's
I
going
don't-
against the natural order of things.
Well, you're talking about natural order in the sense of like civilizations. I'm talking about biology.
To me, right, I do agree that I would somewhat argue that polygamy is needed for survival, right? Because when you are let's say you're in a situation where the human race nearly goes extinct, obviously you would need to create the most amount of offspring. And how do we do that? Well, we have normally one male with multiple females. That makes complete sense, right? But I'm struggling to understand sometimes how that has transitioned into pair bonding, or how that has transitioned into monogamy, because historically, to survive, we needed to practice polygamy. So I'm interested to understand what the link the link between those two are, the transition, what was the bridge that actually took us back to monogamy. Guys, we took that about 5 minutes of this. Now, let me know your thoughts. There was a couple of interesting things said here. Let me know, first of all, your thoughts on the natural order of things, right? Do you think we as humans tend to go more towards polygamy or monogamy, right? Let us know in the comment section what your thoughts on that is. And guys, thank you so much for watching up until here. I really appreciate each one of you. As I said in the beginning of the video, make sure you go and check out Talking Outside the Box podcast, episode 12. That is linked down below in the description. I'll see you next time.